Live now on 10 Tampa Bay, we've had an active setup on the radar out there this afternoon. Some of those starting to taper off, but still some strong thunderstorms in our inland locations. I'm going to time that out for you coming up.
And new details on the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. What investigators are now uncovering about the moments before the shooting.
And we're keeping an eye on your money and your property, what a local pool contractor is accused of doing, and how you can protect yourself from facing similar issues. 10 Tampa Bay is live right now.
But first, we are now just 48 hours away from a decision that could reshape downtown St. Pete and determine the future of the Tampa Bay Rays.
And some of the details of that deal were under scrutiny today. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Carolina Lead.
And I'm Emerald Morrow in for Dave. Tonight, St. Pete Council wrapped their final workshop ahead of an expected vote on a proposed Montage.
Protesters are hoping their voices are heard.
Yeah, these protesters pushing back against public funding for the stadium just about 48 hours before City Council ultimately decides the future of the project.
So, Aaron, you said it will take...
Well, we can't say for sure, Carolina, but there was a preliminary vote held at the city level about a month ago. In that was some of the more procedural impacts of this project. They approved that on a vote of 5-3, and based on conversations I've had, as well as feeling the temperature in the room through these conversations over the past couple months, it seems like we're on pace for a similar result if that vote is held on Thursday. Of course, keep you updated on whatever comes out of that result. We're live in St. Petersburg tonight. Aaron Parsegian, 10 Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Aaron, for staying on top of that. Well, we had some storms rolling through the area this afternoon. Let's send it over to meteorologist Natalie Ferrari with your weather impact.
Yeah,
Natalie.
Earlier today, also, Emerald, those were really packing quite a bit of a punch. Strong gusty winds in excess of 40 miles per hour in some locations. Thankfully under severe criteria, but nevertheless, lots of frequent cloud to ground lightning that really fired up across parts of the region. I want to first start off with the Nature Coast. You've actually seen how most of those conditions not only have cleared when it comes to the rain, but even cleared when it comes to some of that cloud coverage out there. Pinellas and Hillsborough on the quiet side as well, just staying very, very humid after those good afternoon downpours. In southeastern Polk County, we're starting to see some of those showers kind of form a little bit further back out towards eastern Frostproof. East of there, at least, they will fizzle out as we get closer and closer to sunset. But some of these storms have been spreading out and getting a little bit stronger east of Sebring. So Highlands County, you're next, especially through the central and northern portions of the county. Some of that even spilling into parts of DeSoto and far eastern Sarasota County tonight. Back along the coast, we're going to miss out on any additional rainfall as we go through tonight. A lot of this is tapering down as the atmosphere stabilizes, but a lot of these upper 80s, lower 90s still feel more like the triple digits, and that will be the trend over the next couple of days. I'll talk more about that and, of course, additional storm chances that are in our forecast.
The trial of a former ballerina accused of shooting and killing her estranged husband is set to begin next week. But today, Ashley Benefield was in court for a pretrial hearing in a case dubbed the Black Swan murder trial. 10 Tampa Bay's Aduri Achumboy joins us now with the latest on this case. Aduri.
Ashley Benefield is charged with second-degree murder in the 2020 death of her husband, Douglas, in Manatee County. Now, tonight, she's still hoping Florida's Stand Your Ground law will help her claim of self-defense. Ashley Benefield could spend the rest of her life in prison if convicted. The trial will begin on Monday with jury selection, and around 500 people have already received jury summons for this case. In studio, Aduri Achumba, 10 Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Aduri. And tonight we are learning new details about the moments leading up to the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. A local law enforcement officer with direct knowledge of the incident told CBS News 3 snipers from local tactical teams were stationed inside the same building as the shooter. At one point, one of the snipers spotted the accused gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, sitting outside the building looking at his phone. The sniper later apparently saw Crooks looking through a rangefinder and immediately radioed to the command post. When Crooks was spotted again with a backpack, the officer called for backup, but by the time other officers responded, he had scaled the building. Now, the House Committee on Homeland Security says it will hold a hearing next week on the circumstances surrounding this attack.
As that investigation continues, Trump is focused on the campaign, making a surprise appearance at the Republican National Convention last night. You can see the bandage over his ear. He is expected to speak on Thursday. The first official session for today got underway just moments ago. You're taking a live look right now. The theme focuses on safety, highlighting border security and supporting law enforcement. Former Trump challenger and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is tonight's keynote speaker. CBS News will have special coverage right here on 10 Tampa Bay tonight, starting at 10 p.m. And just about 2 hours ago, President Biden spoke at the NAACP National Convention, once again condemning the attack on Trump, calling for unity ahead of the election.
We're grateful he was not seriously injured. We continue to pray for him and his family. It's time for an important conversation in this country. Our politics has gotten too heated. I've said the Oval Office on Sunday night, as I made clear throughout my presidency, we all have a responsibility to lower the temperature and condemn violence in any form.
The Democratic National Convention will be held in Chicago next week to protect your property.
And with the All-Star game tonight in Texas, we caught up to a Rays representative who won't swing a bat or throw a pitch, but will be on the field all 9 innings. How a lucky ball boy is enjoying his once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Community means everything at 10 Tampa Bay. Tomorrow, we're heading to Davis Islands.
It is still one of the most sought-after places to live today.
It's an exclusive paradise known for tree-lined streets, waterways, and celebrity residents.
Rodney Kite Powell wrote the book on Davis Islands and its long history. Now he's giving us an exclusive golf cart tour and sharing the secrets to what make the islands so special.
Davis Islands Beach is a hot spot for people, visitors, and even our pups to enjoy.
It's usually really nice, cool, clear.
But water quality advisories are becoming more frequent. That's why I'm out here and I'm asking the experts what you need to know before you hop in the water.
I'm Sarah Rosario. Here in the Tampa Bay area, we're surrounded by water, and with summer in full swing, how one local camp on Tampa's Davis Islands is teaching children life-saving skills both on and off the water.
Watch 10 Tampa Bay's Community Connection live on Davis Islands tomorrow morning starting at 5. 10 Tampa Bay closed captioning is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. When it comes to keeping you informed, prepared, and connected during hurricane season,
I think this will most likely be the worst part of this storm.
experience is all that matters. The Weather Impact Team at 10 Tampa Bay has been tracking the tropics for years. Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins, meteorologists Amanda Pappas, Natalie Ferrari, Colleen Campbell, and Mike Prangley. Trust our team to help keep your family safe this hurricane season. Watch the meteorologists on 10 Tampa Bay. Keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay with Carolina Lead, Dave Wagner, meteorologist Natalie Ferrari, and sports with Evan Klosky. 10 Tampa Bay is live right now.
New tonight, a local pool contractor at the center of a 10 Investigates investigation has had his license revoked.
His customers tell our Jennifer Titus while they are happy to see the state take action here, they are still left with incomplete pools and now tens of thousands of dollars. Tonight, she takes a deeper dive. Meteorologist Natalie Ferrari joins us now with your weather impact. Welcome back. It's great to have you back, Nat.
Hello, it's so good to be back, and of course, lots of humidity I had to get used to once again. And I will tell you that these showers and storms that we've been seeing each and every afternoon, well, that will continue over the next couple of days, but the frequency and just how scattered they were out there this afternoon, that may scale back as we make our way through the middle of this week. Look at the radar right now. As we go through eastern Polk County, we had some good thunderstorms continue to fire up in the far southeastern corner of Polk County, well east of Frostproof. Some of this trying to push back out towards the west, towards Frostproof, but falling apart as it does so. So that area may just get a few light showers at this point, but we have seen more of those storms fill in from Sebring just north of Lake Placid through central Highlands County at this point. DeSoto fizzling out with some of those showers and storms, and I had been tracking some pretty good downpours over southeastern Sarasota County. That within the last 15 minutes is starting to fizzle out. We've been even seeing plenty of these towering clouds off in the distance as you look south from our Bellwether Beach Resort weather camera over in St. Pete Beach. Meanwhile, back out towards the beaches, we've had plenty of sunshine, right? A few of those coastal showers earlier today moved inland very quickly. That left us with a lot of heat, even more humidity, and it has many of us feeling like the triple digits even after some of those rain-cooled showers. So yes, the showers do help to bring a little bit of brief relief, but once they move out of here, that really helps to heat up our temperatures. So those upper 80s and lower 90s do still feel like 100 on the dot in some spots, even at 6 o'clock
o'clock in the evening. And heads up, over the next couple of days, we are going to continue to fold in more of that heat and humidity along with those isolated rain chances to the part where by the weekend it could be flirting with heat advisory criteria. And that would be about a feels like condition of 108 or higher. So we'll be cutting it close in some locations. So you know the drill. This time of year, keep yourself cool, hydrated, take frequent breaks indoors when possible with the AC. Through tonight, though, we'll keep things on the mild side. I'm only keeping that 20% chance of a sprinkle or two in the forecast due to the fact that we just have a very saturated atmosphere. That moisture could help to still bring in just a residual sprinkle or two through sunset. But I do think after that, it really does start to scale back. And as mentioned, the next couple of days, it's more heat than it is going to be storms. Yes, we still have that afternoon rain chance with those midday showers bubbling up along the coast and drifting inland by the afternoon, but I do think that window is going to be much more narrow, which means we have plenty of time to heat up and allow for those conditions to feel even warmer out there as we go through the middle of this week. Through 8, 9 o'clock tonight, any showers that are still holding on in some spots, they'll try to push back out towards the coast, but it is going to be oh so isolated. Literally the only reason I'm keeping that 20% chance of a shower in the forecast. Quiet and humid to start things off early for your Wednesday morning. Then the timing you'll see bubble up midday with those showers near the coast, pushing inland with slightly less impressive coverage as we go through parts of the day. So that just gives us a lot of time to heat things up, and you'll see that continues through the middle to the end of this week. Rain chances by the end of the weekend. I'm thinking more so into Sunday and Monday. Yep, they are going to bump up. Coverage could be a little more impressive. We could even have heavier downpours, and that's because more moisture will build into the Sunshine State. But you'll see we are deep into that summertime pattern with the daily showers and storms.
Now, sponsored by Advent Health. This is 10 Sports.
There are a handful of images that immediately looked weird for Tampa Bay area sports fans when it happened, whether it was Warren Sapp wearing a Raiders jersey, Evan Longoria repping the Giants, Vinny LeCavalier in the Flyers orange, or now Steven Stamkos in the Nashville yellow. It still looks really weird. One final note in the All-Star game, when Isaac Paredes was asked about the one player he was most excited to meet this week, his answer was Yankee slugger Aaron Judge. Kept it in the AL East despite the rivalry. We'll be right back.
Mornings on 10 Tampa Bay
are all about news, weather, and traffic.
We've been following this crash now for quite some time.
That's why it's so important to watch 10 Tampa Bay for breaking news.
We are bringing this to you first.
Start your mornings informed, prepared, and connected.
Breaking overnight in Pinellas County.
Weekdays starting at 4:30.
10 Sports is sponsored by Advent Health.
All right, pick up that paddle and head to Sparkman Wharf. Today, pickleball courts popped up at the Tampa attraction for this week only. And for the next couple of days, beginners and experienced players have a chance to get on the court for free.
So if you're nervous, just know there are dedicated beginner hours with instructors and free equipment. Pop-up pickleball ends this Thursday. The courts are open right now, as Emerald mentioned, they open at 9 a.m. and then close at 9 p.m. So really exciting.
So beginners are welcome.
Yeah.
For new year.
And judging by the weather, I'm sure you want to get in at the 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., maybe stay after close.
That's when it's going to be most crowded.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
CBS Evening News is up next.
Get some Jenny's ice cream, play with that.
Ooh.